Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying the weather outside. It's beautiful. Really at a loss that we're not in the classroom again. I really enjoy the interactions with you guys, and I just hope that you're enjoying your family and you're staying safe. Number one, a lot of you are putting some wonderful responses in. The questions are very thought provoking, and I really appreciate that. I hope you're learning something. If you want to go to the student responses on the Google Classroom and check out all the student responses on the link called See Student Responses. You can see all the questions that people are asking. They're really, really good, and I'm trying my best to answer them. So again, I appreciate that. About 50 to 60% participation rate. I'd like to see a little bit more, of course, like be at 100 from a teacher's point of view. And again, I hope you learned something. I just want to go over a few things about the Freedom Riders. We kind of skipped that over. These are the courageous riders that rode down the Greyhound bus, kind of interstate. That means they're going across the borders of states, not just the Montgomery local buses, but they're trying to desegregate the interstate buses, which was kind of like, as you guys know, maybe the Greyhound buses that go and take certain people across the country. So if you look at the screen right now, you can see that the Freedom Riders were doing this because it's not touchscreen, it's old school. All right. Sure. All right. To just read, I'm not sure if the touchscreen is going to work here, but I'll just highlight it, I guess. These two court cases, easy now, bro. Okay, fine. There we go. Maybe I can try it now. Who knows? These two court cases here ruled that segregated public buses, interstate buses, were unconstitutional. So these Freedom Riders, and they weren't being enforced. 1961 in years, the challenge, there's non-enforcement of these Supreme Court. So these Freedom Riders said, wait a minute. The Supreme Court said the federal law is now that these should be desegregated. So they went out and challenged these states and said, hey, we're going to go sit in the white-only waiting rooms in the Greyhound bus stations and sit in the white-only areas in the buses, which would be the front. So there's a little background there. Let's see if I can I'll just highlight as this goes here. So what was the path here? What was the path? Well, you got Maryland and Washington, D.C. up here. This red line is the path of the Freedom Riders. And you can see scene of the first violence is in South Carolina as you go south of Mason-Dixon here. Hecklers and KKK, obviously. And most of the people in the South were against the violence against African Americans, but they were kind of for segregation. There's a minority of people, obviously the KKK, highly ignorant, that were really beating on the people that are pushing the status quo. So they keep going, and it really got bad. The Georgia, Atlanta was fine. Atlanta, and then in Anniston, a mob of white cars pull up while the cops blocked out the road for them, actually, and beat down the Freedom Riders here in Anniston, Alabama. I'll show that in a second. And in Birmingham, in Jackson, and Montgomery, Alabama, and Jackson, Mississippi, they were met by people against interstate busing being desegregated, and a lot of people were beat down there too. So it was quite the brave endeavor by these people. Black and white joined forces. Like I said in the last question, I answered a few of your questions. Black and white joined a lot of times hand in hand in the South. Some of the whites did join the forces to the African Americans, but they were the minority for sure. A lot of you had questions about that. So let's take a look as we go down more. You know what the Freedom Rides were here. Well, this is Anniston, Alabama here. We got some serious stuff. The KKK people stormed in, ripped everybody off the bus, and bombed out the bus, blew it up, and it burnt down here in Anniston, Alabama. Here you see some Freedom Riders as they go throughout their route, white and black, mostly African American, joining forces to enforce this desegregation the Supreme Court said should be happening here in 1961. So here's where they came to Birmingham and came to a bus kind of a bus station, and they sat in the white-only areas, and they defied the segregation laws. Jim Zwerg was a white man here, as you see, defied some of those laws. You see that's blood on his face, got a few teeth knocked out. There's John Lewis, the famous civil rights activist that is a U.S. congressman and still fighting for civil rights today. He was part of the Freedom Rides in 1961 as well. And Jim Zwerg, part 2, here he is in the hospital. Here he is getting beaten up by the minority of Southerners that didn't like a white man pushing the normal ways of life, or going against the normal ways of life, the segregated ways. And so they usually got beat down first. He took a beating here. Jim Zwerg, there he is, all bloodied up again on the left here. All right. Is it working? Sort of. Not really, though. All right, let's see here. Can we go down one more? All right. It's an old Chromebook here. Let's see if we can figure it out. Again, be checking your emails and stuff for the feedback that I give you on a lot of the questions you guys ask. And you can find some answers there. It seems to not be working. Very good, unfortunately. So the next one was on the bottom. I guess I'll just look it up here. See if it loads. It should have was on there. I was going to show you this picture once again. It was from the sit-ins. The picture I posted. A lot of you have a question. Well, where were all the whites out here that were helping them? Well, there's 2 of the 3 at the on this picture here, as you see in the middle here. Really? Okay, fine. Wow. All right. Okay. Really? Oh, this is fun. Very nice. So some comedic value for you guys there. I'm sure you guys have been a little frustrated with the videos being blocked too. I'm trying my best to stay ahead of it. But wow. Okay. Oh, we don't want to do this one anymore. Let's go out of there. But let's just take a look over here. You can kind of see it. This is a white man, and that's a white lady here sticking up for this African-American woman here at a Woolworth convenience store. Now, Woolworth, they usually sold things, and they also had lunch counters for people to eat. That was kind of the Southern restaurant, the kind of the style of restaurant during this time, kind of like the drive-in diner, but it's a little bit different. It was an indoor one. And these people showed up and, were not happy with these people defying the segregated laws here. And they're at a white-only lunch counter here. And you can see some of the faces in the background. Some look a little bit ashamed. Some look happy. And so this was one most violent. These people then got beat with steel knuckles and got the sugar shakers busted over their heads as well. This is ketchup and mustard here. And it would just turn really violent, one of the more violent ones there. The cops did arrest some of the white mobs, the people who harassed the African Americans, but didn't happen the majority of the time for sure. The African Americans were ones that got arrested and thrown in jail. So I just want to review that, some of the things that you guys had. I hope you have a great week. I hope to hear your responses, and I really do miss you guys. It's really a bittersweet thing because you're going to move on to sophomores. I might have about a two-fifths chance I'll have you next year as sophomores, but give me an email. Let me know how you're doing. Stay safe and be well.